Well, it's telling me that I got an excellent collection. And that spinny thing didn't stop spinning finally. I'm telling you, I'm so insecure about that, man. It's like I feel like I'm just sitting here looking like like an idiot. And I know, like I said earlier, man, somebody say, Joe, you can't help that. But, at any rate, I just should have the confidence that once I hit the go ahead button, I can just go ahead and start talking instead of waiting, because I guess there's a delay on it anyway, or some sort of latency. So, you live and learn. And it'd be great if people would actually do that sometimes, because we got a lot of people out there living and they ain't learning, right? Because there's a lot of, lunacy going on out there. And that's why I'm here to prescribe you with a dose from the TZL. Actually, I shouldn't say the TZL, because that would be like saying the, so I don't want to say the, but TZL, man. I got a prescription coming from TZL for y'all to hopefully, help out with this lunacy that's going on out there. And, because speaking of, and reason why I say TZL, I don't really say like the Zoloft too much. I got to keep that kind of on the DL, because, YouTube demonetized my videos, claiming that I am promoting the use of a regulated drug by calling my videos the Zoloft, which is just a play on my name, Zo, and the Loft, right? It's the Zoloft. Meanwhile, YouTube still plays videos, still plays ads in my videos, and they play ads like from Trintellix, which is a regulated mood-enhancing drug. So, hypocrites all day. Any rate, y'all, it's Friday. What you guys got planned, man? What you gonna do with this Friday? Any of y'all gonna go see the Foo Fighters? You gonna see Foo Fighters? Foo? That might be kind of hard, I guess, if you're not vaccinated. Or, well, no, they're not going to be doing a concert, I guess, because they are vaccinated, because they're woke and stuff like that. And they're, model citizens of the community. And so they got their vaccines, but still somebody got the Rona anyway. That sucks to hear, but, come on, man. I mean, it's the hypocrisy, of course, that bugs me. This self-righteous, sanctimonious actions that, these cats are doing. Trying to make themselves look like woke and responsible and stuff like this. It's totally irresponsible to get out there and encourage people to take something that the state and the pharmaceutical company do not want to take responsibility for anyway. I guess they're doing a responsible thing by making themselves look responsible, by forcing other people to take this so-called injection of illusion of safety, but they don't want to take responsibility for the problems that it causes. Okay, yeah, that's where we're at, y'all. That's why I have TZL, man, because we get a dose of reality here. So at any rate, let's take a look here. We got Foo Fighters, COVID compliant, right? Okay, so here's the thing: you're complying with this narrative pushed by the state, and let me just say it like this, man. That's not very punk. That's not very punk rock, Dave. Dave Grohl. This is not very punk rock of you, dude. Okay, you're going about it all wrong. Yeah, you got this totally backwards. But here's the deal. Since you don't mind having needles stuck in you, why don't you just go to the government instead of the next tattoo parlor? And have the government go ahead and load that needle up with ink and let them go ahead and scratch a serial number on you. Since, you seem to be complacent with that. You don't seem to mind the government sticking strange things in you. And to stipulate that your audience submit to the state, because, I guess your fans love you so much and love the Foo Fighters so much that you just go ahead and throw this around and encourage them to get the vaccine, to where it's even like, we do concerts for vaccinated people. Not you, not these people over here. We do concerts for the vaccinated. Yeah, that's very apartheid of you, man. That's very segregationalist of you, really. Oh, and they say these Democrats. Oh man, it's amazing what Democrats are able to get away with all throughout history, man. And when people talk about this new Democrat Party, are you kidding me, man? They ain't changed. These leftists hadn't changed, man. So Dave Grohl is throwing his weight around to do that. Hey, Dave. That's very establishment of you, dude. That is very establishment of you. Yeah, check out these liberals, man. Oh, is my body, is my choice. When it comes to like killing off a prenatal kid, right? Even though y'all tend to want the state to jack the people to pay for your so-called choice to murder, right? But you don't like it so much, when it comes to, when it comes to you feeling morally superior, because, you're an example setting citizen for complying with the state to invade you. Yeah. And you're influencing your fans, Dave, to do the same, right? You're influencing people to be complacent, to be invaded by the state, putting something in them that, folks really aren't clear on what it is. And the state is indemnified. The pharmaceutical company is indemnified from this, and y'all are okay with that, So, like I said, not very punk rock, dude. Not very punk rock at all. And it's very, very establishment. Yeah. So which brings me to mind Sebelius. Now let me just check in the feed real quick, make sure that everybody can still hear me okay and feed is going good. All right, I got to check in sometime, and I just want to say what's up to y'all anyway. I'm very grateful when you guys show up and hang and kick it in the Zoloft. Come in and kick it in the kick it with the TZL. I shouldn't say. I hate saying when I say. Well, I hate it when I go the TZL because that's like saying the. I don't like doing that. It's like when people say Sharia law. It's like, no, don't say Sharia law. That's like saying law. Sharia is what this law is according to Islam. So no, just Sharia. Don't say Sharia law. Just Sharia. And like when I say TZL, I shouldn't say the TZL. Right? Don't do that. Or I shouldn't do that. All right. So let's see. We got Sebelius says, okay, hold up. What does she say? Witch. Sorry. They are, man. They are. They're casting spells on people, and they're fully lying to people. They're witches and warlocks. All right. So Sebelius says unvaccinated Americans should not be allowed to work and have access to children. No, you didn't, girlfriend. All right. So Sebelius has also said that the vaccine is free. I guess, according to her, there's no excuse to not get it and all that sort of stuff because it's free. No, it isn't. Vaccine ain't freaking free, right? What was the point of this so-called $1 trillion effort if it was free, right? No, the people are paying for this so-called vaccine. This ain't some gift that Joe Biden get. Oh, I'm going to protect you. We're going to spend trillions of dollars to make sure that everybody is safe and stuff like that. Spend trillions of dollars. Where? From where? Where you going to get that money from? People paying for that. You charging us. You're charging us to lie to us. You're charging us to stick something in us that nobody really, well, there's some people who know what it is, right? But when you got people out there calling it a vaccine, no, they don't know what it is, right? The people are paying for this. This ain't no gift, Sebelius. All right, so, anyway, and then she has the nerve. She got the nerve to say that the children, these people shouldn't have access. They shouldn't be allowed to go to work, and they shouldn't have access to children. Like if you work around in children and stuff like that, she especially doesn't want you going into work. Look, Sebelius, the children are the least susceptible to it. That's what the science shows, right? Children are the least susceptible to it. Why are you worried? Why are you worried about people? It's like they're the least ones to be concerned about. I mean, of course, they're children. Of course, you want to be safe and stuff like that. But concerning this COVID thing, they're the least susceptible to it. They're the ones who are in the least danger of it, right? So, but here's the thing: if you're worried about people working around children because they may be a danger to children, seriously, that's what she says. She doesn't want unvaccinated people around her because they present a danger to children. She doesn't want people around them. Okay, so that by her so-called logic, then that means that, well, take Planned Parenthood. They actually specialize in killing kids. They specialize in being a danger to children. Can you dig it? But the so-called pro-vax libs encourage people to go there. That doesn't make any sense, right? So now, would you tell? Let's a hypothetical here. I don't know if it's a hypothetical, but it's fine. It's just fun to say hypothetical. All right. Would you tell an abortion facilitator that they're not allowed to go to work because they be putting children in jeopardy? Just curious. I'm just asking. To let that sink in. Now it says wildly effective. Sebelius says that the so-called vaccine is wildly effective. Not just effective, y'all, but wildly effective. All right. So if it's well, one, it's not wildly effective, and it's not a vaccine. Quit trying to sucker us and call it a vaccine. But if it is this wildly effective vaccine, is as you say, once again, why are you afraid for people to be around kids? If it's wildly effective, you're more wildly afraid. Actually, if you want to talk about something being wild, if you know, you're more wildly afraid of unvaccinated people, being around kids, than you are males claiming to be females, going into restrooms with female kids. If you want to have some apprehensions about something, why don't you have apprehensions concerning that? So you can't go to work if you don't get branded. Let's see. I just think let me sit on that for a second. It's like, I just think it's strange that this person is more afraid of, like I just said, more afraid of you can have these people, go around. You can have transgender story time. You can send your kids to class, and they can go ahead and teach your kids about sex ed, even anal sex. You can have you can have these people being around your kids. They're okay with that. But a person who hasn't been vaccinated, that's the thing that you're afraid of. Matter of fact, you even have some of these people, these perverts out there, they have parties to give themselves disease like AIDS. They actually have bug parties. But you're okay with them being around your kids. You're okay with them having influence and stuff like that around your children. People who actually on purpose try to get diseases. But a person who hasn't got the so-called vaccine for the Rona, these are people that you're afraid of to be around children. Yeah. So, like I said, so she says that it should be difficult. It should be difficult for people, and they shouldn't be allowed to go to work and stuff like that. Y'all, this is just a little taste. This is a little taste of the pending mark, y'all. Right? This ain't the mark of the beast. I don't want you guys to think that I'm one of those a guy assumed to like make prophecies and stuff like that. I'm not. You just tell, if you look at the word of God, and if it kind of like walks like it, talks, smells like stuff like that, may not, but you want to stay away from it. It's just a good idea. Okay, so these are just little signs. When you get to a point where people won't be able to buy or sell, it's like when you're talking about being able to keep people from going to work and stuff like that, or people like who may want to come into an establishment and do some shopping. And I'm all about your right to property, free market, stuff like that. If a business conduct their business a certain way, and if they don't want to, if they have like these certain criteria, if you like no shoes, no shirt, no service and stuff like that, or we have the right to refuse service to anyone, I can totally understand that. But there is a point where a person can take that sort of thing too far, and where it's like you're gonna have to do something as wearing a face mask, or not wearing a face mask, have your person be invaded, right? If you don't get branded, if you don't get this injection, you're not going to be welcome in their store. You're not going to be able to buy, or get to a point where you won't be able to sell. So that's what's coming down the pipe, y'all. And the Word of God has warned us about this. It's not just about, hey, this mark of the beast that's like played up in the movies. Oh, 666, the mark of the beast and stuff like that. Look at the whole thing. The problem that surrounds that is that without this mark, the Bible tells you, you will not be able to buy or sell. You can't buy stuff. You can't sell stuff. You're in some big trouble, right? And people are going to get desperate. So this kind of stuff is unfolding. We're seeing these things unfold. Take these warning signs, man. Take them to heart, y'all, because don't be left here, for the real thing. Okay, just ask the Holy Spirit, man, for guidance, and read the Word, and don't be suckered by what's going on. Don't contribute to it. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We got some phone monitoring. So what's up with that? Okay, so Dr. Fauci gonna be sliding in your DMs or in your SMs, whichever. So I gotta, for these Democrats, Um, you know, do y'all, I mean, Democrats, for real, do you guys want to be like the Nazi regime that you claim to hate so much? Because this is how you be like the Nazi regime that you claim to hate so much. Monitoring people's messages in their phones. You know, I mean, this don't surprise me at all. I mean, that's just who Democrats are. All right, but this, you know, they feel entitled to these things. That's their whole problem, is that they are very pridefully entitled people. Okay, trying to lecture other people about their privilege, right? No. That's Democrats all day. Sick case of projection, y'all. Democrats all day, and they feel entitled, I guess, and you know, because they're morally superior. They got a big problem with supremacy too. I mean, that's just their KKK nature. That's who they are, right? Supremacists, and they think that they have the moral superiority to justify their entitlement to get up into our business and monitor our text messages. That's who they are. See, that's like a lot of conservatives, you know, they keep talking about what Democrats do. And they're taken aback by this because they keep thinking that this is some new Democrat party. You got a lot of Republicans out there, a lot of Republicans out there, they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are as Republicans. They don't know.